Hey everybody, it's Blast338, and I'm joined with Mr. Faust to talk about the Warlock with Talking D&D with Phasmophobia and Talking D&D. So how you doing, Mr. Faust? Good to have you.
I'm doing great, Blast. It's good to be here.
Awesome. It is hard to believe we're coming down to the end here. So I know you've been looking forward to this for a little while now because you love the Warlock.
This is absolutely one of my favorite classes, and I honestly believe one of the more versatile classes in D&D thanks to the Hexblade Pact.
Very much so. Yeah, they are very nice. Well, we might as well just go ahead and get into it. So,
Sounds good to me.
What's a Warlock? What's a Warlock? What's their thing? What's they doing?
Let me see here. Warlocks are seekers of the knowledge that lies hidden in the fabric of the multiverse. Through pacts made with mysterious beings of supernatural power, Warlocks unlock magical effects both subtle and spectacular.
All right.
Now, essentially what Warlocks do is they make a deal with a creature far greater than they will ever be. So some Warlocks make pacts with devils or demons, others make pacts with angels, some make pacts with the essence of light itself. As long as it's greater than them and willing to give them power, they create a pact with it, a kind of deal. Usually the Warlock has small favors it has to do for its patron, and in return the patron continues to give that Warlock powers.
Yeah, the deal with the devil. But there are a lot of different patrons.
Yeah, some good, some evil, some in between. Doesn't really discriminate as a class. You can use anything as a patron.
That's true. One of the things also...
Excuse me.
No worries. One of the things also is that the patron doesn't absolutely necessarily need to know that you are drawing your power from it.
That is 100% true. With the example of the Great Old Ones, they are so great and so powerful that humankind is so far beneath them, they don't even acknowledge it. However, a Warlock can draw their powers from them.
Right. You know, it's the old cliche, you found an old dusty book, you read it, and now all of a sudden, hey, I got magic powers.
Right, exactly. Very Lovecraftian, very Call of Cthulhu.
Exactly, the great old one. That's Cthulhu. Alrighty. But yeah, there, you know, we can almost do just an episode on the patrons themselves.
Yeah, we probably could, because there are plenty of them, and they all have stories.
But we'll leave that for a later time, unless we have time tonight. We'll see. If we blew through this as fast as we did with the whatchamacallit, sorcerer, then we might actually have time to do it.
Yeah, seriously.
So Warlocks, I mean, I know they're pretty good for hit points. They're, what, a D8?
They are a D8.
So not too terrible in hit points. They can access some really good spells, some awesome abilities, things of that nature. So let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's go over, I guess that's going to be skills and
Proficiencies.
yes.
All right, so warlocks are proficient with light armor. They're proficient with simple weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And their saving throws are, and these are great, because so many spells use this as a saving throw, wisdom and charisma.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Very good against enchantments. For skills, they choose 2 from the following: Arcana, Deception, History, Intimidation, Investigation, Nature, and Religion. What I really like about this list is that they have all the skills for, well, essentially intelligence. You have your knowledge of history, your knowledge of nature, your knowledge of religion, your knowledge of arcana, and investigation.
Okay.
Alright, so we'll move on to equipment.
All right.
You start with the following equipment in addition to the equipment granted by your background. So we have a light crossbow with 20 bolts, or any simple weapon. We have a component pouch or an arcane focus. We have a scholar's pack or a dungeoneer's pack. And then we have leather armor, any simple weapon, and 2 daggers.
All right, not a bad little setup.
No, not really. I mean, they have a D8 hit die, they have light armor.
Right.
So it's really not that bad. You can build a pretty decent character with a high dex and a high charisma as a warlock.
Well, dexterity is always important.
Oh, it is. For a lot of things. So, warlocks work a little bit different in terms of spellcasting.
Okay.
And that might be difficult to explain, but I'm going to try. So, starting off simple, we have cantrips. Warlocks know 2 cantrips of their choice from the warlock spell list.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good to note here that warlocks gain 1 spell that is exclusive to them. And that is called Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Everybody loves Eldritch Blast.
And they love it because at first level, it's a 1d10 spell.
Oh.
So you're essentially doing as much damage as a crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Without having to reload.
Exactly.
Now, warlock spells. Warlocks work a little bit differently in that their spell list only goes up to 5th level.
Right. Well,
At start.
Yeah, they can get the higher level stuff. I mean, you're never hitting, I think it's level 9. I don't think they get 9th level spells. They
Level
do?
17. Mm-hmm.
Really? Oh, okay. Maybe I'm wrong then.
Okay, so they have known spells. Every level, you gain another spell that you know. Well, almost every level.
Right.
So your spell list by 20th level contains 15 spells, which is pretty expansive. The difference is warlocks have a very limited number of spell slots. For instance, at first level, you have 1 spell lot to use of those 2 known spells. At 2nd level, you have 2 known spell slots.
Okay.
of the 3 spells that you can choose. So it seems like it's progressing a little bit better. Unfortunately, you are stuck at 2 spells known, or 2 spell slots until 3rd level. Or, excuse me, 11th level.
Okay.
And you don't gain your 4th slot until 17th level.
Right.
So Warlocks have to be very conservative in how they use their spells and how they want to build themselves as a character. Because they do have a lot of spells that are reactionary.
Mm-hmm.
So you could build a melee-focused Warlock and use your spells as backup buffs or reactions.
Very much so. And they're very good at buffing themselves, that's for sure.
Yeah, they really are. Also, at 1st level, you gain your otherworldly patron, of which Blast and I both chose one to talk about tonight. But before we get into that, we'll finish off this list. Does that sound good, Blast?
Yeah, let's go through all the later level stuff like we've been doing. And then we can worry about the patrons.
All right, that sounds good. So at 2nd level, we have Eldritch Invocations. In your study of occult lore, you have unearthed Eldritch Invocations, fragments of forbidden knowledge that imbue you with an abiding magical ability. At 2nd level, you gain 2 Eldritch Invocations of your choice. When you gain certain Warlock levels, you gain additional invocations of your choice, as shown in the Invocations Known column of the Warlock table.
Yeah.
A level prerequisite refers to your level in this class. What were you going to say?
Oh, just saying, hey, Tiger, nice to see you, man. Glad you can make it.
Oh, what's up, Tiger?
Yeah, we got Siberian Tiger. He wasn't sure if he was going to be able to join us tonight or not. So.
Oh, I'm glad he could.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. But yeah, the evocations with a Warlock. I mean, that's where the money's at. There are so many things you can do with the evocations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's where you can really start to tailor your character to what you want it to be.
And especially with Eldritch Blast, there's so many things that you can do with Eldritch Blast.
And there are some people that base their entire build just around that.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's a wonderful strategy.
Alright, so at 3rd level, we have something called a Pact Boon. At 3rd level, your otherworldly patron bestows a gift upon you for your loyal service. You gain one of the following features of your choice.
Mm.
And these are all pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Pact of the Blade. You can use your action to create a pact weapon in your empty hand. You can choose the form that is the melee weapon. You can choose the form this melee weapon takes each time you create it. You are proficient with it while you wield it. This weapon counts as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magic attacks and damage.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
And the nice thing is you can't be disarmed.
You cannot be disarmed.
They can take the weapon away from you, but it reappears.
Mm-hmm.
So that is always fun.
Oh yeah, and I always like the fact that you could take a magical weapon that you find and turn it into a pact weapon.
Yes. Yes, and in fact, isn't it higher levels that even if the weapon is not magical, it still counts as magical damage?
Yes.
So if you do just, if you're playing well, I guess you would consider that a low level or low magic campaign, you can still have a magic weapon.
At all times.
But then again, there's a lot of classes that can kind of do that. You have, cleric with the forge, the forge cleric, that type of stuff.
Right. So next up we have Pact of the Chain. You learn the Find Familiar spell and can cast it as a ritual. The spell doesn't count against your number of spells known. This next part's cool.
Mm-hmm.
When you cast the spell, you can choose one of the normal forms for your familiar or one of the following special forms. Imp, Pseudo-Dragon, Quasit, or Sprite.
Quasit. What was the name of that thing? I think you know who we're talking.
Mr. Something.
Yeah.
He was so dapper.
Yes. With his top hat and monocle.
Playing in a campaign once upon a time, and one of our players summoned a Quasit, which is a tiny little devil with little horns, gray skin. It's adorable. But this one appeared with a top hat, a monocle, and a cane. Declared his name, very politely explained that he'd like to eat the party, and just kind of went along with it.
Yep, that's... We did. We just kind of went along with it.
As for their last ability, when you take the attack action, you can forgo one of your own attacks to allow your familiar to make one attack with its reaction.
That's always nice.
Well, the Dragon Breath spell is one action, correct?
Yes.
So it's one attack.
Correct.
So you can forego one of your attacks to allow your familiar to cast Dragon's Breath twice.
Oh.
Because it's making one attack as a reaction. It still has its action.
Right.
That's kind of cool.
That's kind of crazy. I mean, there's other spells too. You have Shocking Grasp is always a good one.
Yes.
I'm trying to think.
Isn't the spell Harm a range of touch?
Yes. Yes, you can do harm. If you're a cleric and you get whatchamacallit, you get a familiar for some reason, you could use what's that spell? I was just texting you earlier about it.
I can't remember.
Heal the target. Necromancer spell. I have it right here. Inflict wounds. It's a level 1 spell, 3d10 necrotic damage.
Does it escalate higher?
I believe it does. I didn't read the description that closely.
Because if it does, the Warlock would cast it at its highest spell slot.
Right, and that's the thing. You might only get 2 spell slots, but you're constantly casting at whatever the highest possible casting would be.
Mm-hmm.
So that is absolutely a fantastic thing.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And if I'm not mistaken, pixies or sprites get polymorph as a spell 3 times a day.
Oof.
So having a
Yeah.
familiar that can cast polymorph.
1d10 for every slot above the first.
Okay. So an extra 4d10 added to that.
Ouch.
Ouch.
And they actually have warlocks. They can pick... They actually can pick spells from other classes at one point. Am I correct, or am I thinking wrong?
I can't remember right now. Now, Pact of the Tome, which is up next, kind of does something similar to that. Your patron gives you a grimoire called a Book of Shadows. When you gain this feature, choose 3 cantrips from any class's spell list.
Okay.
So while the book is on your person, you can cast those cantrips at will. They don't count against the number of cantrips known. If they don't appear on the Warlock spell list, they are nonetheless Warlock spells for you. So in this case, you can choose from any class. But I'm not sure about the Mystic Arcanum.
Can you imagine? I mean, that's a lot of damage. Well, alrighty. So yeah, I mean the Mystic Arcanum is kind of crazy.
Yes it is, and that's what's up next. So at 11th level, your patron bestows upon you a magical secret called an Arcanum. Choose 1 6th level spell from the Warlock spell list. Okay, it's the Warlock spell list. As this Arcanum. You can cast your Arcanum spell once without expending a spell slot. You must finish a long rest before you can do so again.
Oh, okay. It's one of the few things they don't get back at a short rest then.
Yes. And at 20th level, we have Eldritch Master. At 20th level, you can draw on your inner reserve of mystical power while entreating your patron to regain expended spell slots. You can spend 1 minute entreating your patron for aid to regain all your expended spell slots from your Pack Magic feature.
Okay.
Once you regain spell slots with this feature, you must finish a long rest before you can do so again.
Okay.
That's actually pretty cool. Because each pact that you go into or no, pact magic feature, I'm trying to figure that out. Because pact magic features don't have spells that you cast.
Right. Well,
okay, I'll have to do some more research on this then.
Pack magic features, I mean, isn't that like repelling blast and things of that nature?
I guess it would have to be. Or maybe it's the spells that you do gain through your invocation. Not like repelling blast, but like when you get scrying.
Right.
Or darkness. Or you know how some of them give spells?
Mm-hmm.
That might be what they're talking about.
Okay.
In which case, if you're a caster build and did take a lot of those spells, it's really worthwhile.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can go with a warlock. Alrighty. Alright, so what do we... Sorry, I'm just grabbing my PHB here.
No worries.
So we are... Alright, what are we up to here? We're up to the Mystic Arcanum, right?
Oh, we already touched on that.
Okay. So then you have Eldritch Master. Oh, okay. 20th level... LRG. You can regain all your expended spell slots from your Pack Magic feature. Oh.
I don't know if it's the way they worded it or what, but it just sounds strange to me.
Pack Magic feature. That is kind of an odd wording. Yeah, that's yeah, because I mean, it's considered patrons for who you're making a deal with.
Right.
So what do they mean by Pack Magic feature?
Exactly, because patrons give you an expanded spell list.
I mean, I'm guessing it's probably just your, what, level 1 through 5 spells. Like your 2 that you get, you know, your 2 spell slots that you get off. Well, actually, you go up to 4 here when you get up to level 20. So I would imagine you probably get all 4 spell slots back.
That was my first thinking, too.
Yeah, because I don't think you're getting your... Well, yeah, because it says Pack Magic. Your Arcane... Yeah, that's your base spellcasting slots.
Right.
Okay.
Alright, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's actually pretty good. So they actually get 8 spells in a day.
I mean...
Which now seems a little overpowered.
Yeah, you sit there for a minute, and now you just got all your spell slots back.
Yeah.
And then you get done with that, you take a short rest, you get them all back again.
Yep.
But you can't... I mean, you got to finish a long rest before you can do that again, but... You know, Warlocks are the king of the short rest.
Yeah, they really are. Okay, this is a pretty cool ability, because it only takes a minute of time.
Yeah, I mean, this is great for, you know, a combat-heavy session or campaign. Especially, I mean, well, it's level 20 as well. So, it's very high-level stuff. You know, most parties aren't getting to these levels. So... Alrighty, well that's that. I mean, do we want to talk about some of the evocations, or do we want to go right into... I think it's probably best if we go into the subclasses and then we talk about evocations. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yep.
Because a lot of the evocations are actually reliant upon the subclass. So there's some for Pact of the Chain, there's some for Hexblade, there's some for Tome, there's all kinds of stuff. So you picked one, and so what'd you pick?
I picked the Genie.
I remember reading it, but I don't remember much of anything else on it.
Before today, I didn't know it existed.
Oh, really?
So this will be a surprise for both of us.
Yeah, last time I saw it, it was on Unearthed Arcana, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
But the Djinn Patron, which is always fun to me because, when I think of a Djinn, I always think of the Wishmaster movies.
Wow, yeah.
Sure, I'm going to grant your wish, but you're going to wish I didn't grant that wish.
Yeah, wait till you hear more about this class.
I'm interested, because usually Djinns are very troublesome.
They are. You have made a pact with one of the rarest kinds of genie, a noble Djinn. Such entities are rulers of vast fiefs of the elemental planes and have great influence over lesser genies and elemental creatures. Noble genies are varied in their motivations, but are all arrogant and wield power that rivals that of lesser deities. They delight in turning the table on mortals who so love to bind genies into servitude, readily entering into pacts that expand their reach across the multiverse. Now, you choose your patron's kind or determine it randomly using the genie kind table. Each kind of genie is associated with a particular element, as shown on the table. So there are 4 different types of genie that you can choose from.
Okay.
You can choose from the Tao, which are earth element genies. You can choose from the Jinn, which are air, the Efreet, which are fire, and the Marids, which are water.
Ooh. Okay.
Now, they have an expanded spell list as well.
Oh.
The genie lets you choose from an expanded list of spells when you learn a Warlock spell. The genie expanded spells table shows the genie spells that are added to the Warlock spell list for you.
Okay, so you get all of these spells. They're not counted towards your known spells or anything like that, correct?
Correct.
Very nice.
So, the base genie: detect good and evil, phantasmal force,
Okay.
create food and water, phantasmal killer, creation, and wish.
Wish.
These warlocks have the wish spell.
But you're not getting that until,
17th level.
Okay, so, some of these spells are contingent on the level of the character.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's level of the character in that specific class, correct? Or is it overall or is it overall character level?
It's 9th level spell, so not until 17th level when they get their 3rd Mystic Arcanum.
Oh, okay.
So they get Wish the same time sorcerers or wizards do.
That makes sense. But Wish, wow. That's one of those spells. It's almost scary to cast because
It is, right?
I mean, obviously the vanilla use of Wish is to cast any spell in the book, basically. And there's no ill effects from that.
Right,
However,
you could replicate a powerful healing spell.
Exactly. You want to cast, a level 9 healing spell. Boom, there you go. Or you want to basically banish, cast a level 9 banish spell. And you're getting rid of What is that? That's a 4th level spell. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're getting rid of 6 people out of combat. You know, that type of stuff. It's totally doable. But the cool thing about Wish is you can wish for anything. You can completely break the game and get anything you want. Now, there is a possibility that you are never going to be able to cast Wish again. That is a possibility.
You can alter reality.
Exactly. You know, but there can be a negative. Yeah, so you got to be careful. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I was looking for the bone in the game. It was very hard to find this time.
But it's the old saying, be careful what you wish for.
Exactly, because the determination and what actually happens is completely up to the DM. And that's not even up for debate because that's the exact wording of the spell. So be prepared to write up a contract as if you were actually talking to an actual djinn. At least when we play with you.
I have fun with it.
You do have fun with it. And I enjoy it because it makes us all think. In fact, I haven't even been foolish enough to cast Wish.
No, you haven't. I don't think you even took it as a spell.
No, but you gave me that sword that had Wish.
Oh, I did.
And I never even used it.
You didn't use it. No.
Because
wow.
in classic in classic hoarding style, we're gonna need this against the big bad, so I better hold on to this. Oh, this big bad isn't that bad. Something bigger is gonna be coming up, so I better hold on to it. And just never got around to actually using it.
This big bad isn't that bad. That's awesome.
Well, I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that, you know, we had a player character literally fighting the team, that combat really wouldn't have been... I guess it could have been a lot worse, true, but... It was tough because we had a player character fighting the team.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of just telling us why he was doing it, he was doing it.
Right. Yeah, pretty much.
So it's like, I want my sister. Well, you know, if you would have asked me, I have the wish spell, so like I totally could have brought her back.
Man, that was a fun campaign.
Yeah, it definitely was fun.
We did that after Spelljammer, right?
Yeah, we did it directly after.
Okay. I'm gonna have to find something new.
Yeah.
Because we're doing pretty good with starting and finishing campaigns.
We really are. A lot better than we used to. Are you here? But yeah, it's definitely been a lot of fun. This campaign's been great. I'm really liking it.
Yeah, there are definitely consequences in this world. As your children unfortunately found out.
Oh boy. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. That and it's funny because like today she's like, I really like playing my character, and I'm like, I really liked you playing your character too, but unfortunately, you kind of did this to yourself.
That
You
is
know.
the reality of it.
So as much as you want to whine and cry that this happened, you kind of did it to yourself, kiddo.
Yeah, to be fair, my kids would do something like that too.
She had a really good... Arrow had a really good idea for a new character.
Really?
Yeah. A paladin tabaxi.
Interesting.
Basically, it's going to be Mitten's responsible older brother.
I'm liking it so far.
And, you know, come to kind of find out what happened to his sister.
Wow, these new characters being introduced is going to be a real shakeup.
So, yeah, I mean, I thought that was a really good idea. She's like,
That's a great idea.
I really like playing a tabaxi. And I'm like, okay, well, what do you want to, you know, what class do you want to play? And she's like, I really don't know. But I'm like, we could use a healer, you know, plus you like spell casting and damage. So, you know, a paladin's always a good choice. And she's like, yeah, that's a great idea. So
Good. I'm glad for that.
So hopefully that's what she's gonna play. I told her, said you got yourself into this mess. You're gonna have to make your own character. You know, Little Pooper makes his own. I think it's time for you to learn. I'll help you. I'll help you with the sheet and stuff, but you're gonna have to read the book and buckle down and do it yourself. I can't do everything for you.
I agree with that. All right, I'll continue.
Yeah.
Also at first level, your patron gifts you with a magical vessel that grants you a measure of its power. The vessel is a tiny object, and you can use it as a spellcasting focus for your warlock spells.
Ooh.
You decide what the object is, or you can determine what it is randomly by rolling on the genie's vessel table.
Okay.
Some of the options are pretty cool, like an oil lamp, an urn, a ring with a secret compartment. That one I like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A stoppered bottle, a hollow statue, or an ornate lantern. So when you're touching the vessel, you can use it in the following ways. This is called bottled respite. As an action, you can magically vanish and enter your vessel, which remains in the space you left. The interior of the vessel is an extra-dimensional space in the shape of a 20-foot radius cylinder, 20 feet high, and resembles your vessel. The interior is comfortably appointed with cushions and low tables, and is a comfortable temperature. While inside, you can hear the area around your vessel as if you were in its space. You can remain inside the vessel up to a number of hours equal to twice your proficiency bonus. You exit the vessel early if you use a bonus action to leave, if you die, or if the vessel is destroyed. When you exit the vessel, you appear in the unoccupied space closest to it. Any objects left in the vessel remain there until carried out, and if the vessel is destroyed, every object stored there harmlessly appears in the unoccupied spaces closest to the vessel's former space. Once you enter the vessel, you can't enter again until you finish a long rest.
Now, I'm sorry, did you say you can bring somebody with you or no?
No.
Interesting. So you can't use it like a tiny hut or something like that. That's kind of unfortunate, but it gives you a place to take your 1 minute rest. Or
That's exactly what it does.
Or your 1 hour or whatever you want to do. So that's kind of interesting.
And once during each of your turns, when you hit with an attack roll, You can deal extra damage to the target equal to your proficiency bonus.
Oh, wow. Well, that's always nice. Extra damage is always great.
The vessel's AC equals your spell save DC. Its hit points equal your warlock level plus your proficiency bonus, and it is immune to poison and psychic damage.
Kind of an
If a vessel,
odd choice with the poison, but okay.
I thought that was kind of strange too. Okay, level 6, Elemental Gift. You begin to take on characteristics of your patron's kind. You now have resistance to a damage type determined by your patron's kind.
Mm-hmm.
A Dao is bludgeoning.
Oh.
A Jinn is thunder.
Mm-hmm.
An Ifrit is fire. And a Marid is cold.
Okay.
In addition, as a bonus action, you can give yourself a flying speed of 30 feet that lasts for 10 minutes, during which you can hover. You can use this bonus action a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
Nice.
So, not bad. 10 minutes of flight.
Yeah. Well, the resistance to damage type is always good.
Oh, it's great.
So, especially when it doesn't make you vulnerable to another.
Exactly. So at 10th level, we have Sanctuary Vessel. When you enter your genie's vessel via the Bottled Respite feature, you can now choose up to 5 willing creatures that you can see within 30 feet of you, and the chosen creatures are drawn into the vessel with you. As a bonus action, you can eject any number of creatures from the vessel, and everyone is ejected if you leave or the vessel is destroyed.
Okay, so eventually you can take people with you then.
Yes.
Okay.
And in addition, anyone, including you, who remains within the vessel for at least 10 minutes gains the benefit of finishing a short rest. And anyone can add your proficiency bonus to the number of hit points they regain if they spend any hit dice as a part of that rest.
Wow. What level do they get this?
10th level.
At 10th level, you're doing a short rest in 10 minutes.
Yes.
You're also healing with hit die and adding the proficiency bonus to that healing die. Now, please tell me they're limited to at least once per day or to their proficiency. Once per day. Okay, that makes...
Yeah, it's
so basically once per long rest. Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
Still, not shabby.
That... Oof. On the DM side of things, that could really make things difficult for you.
Oh, yes. Especially if you got really creative with it.
How so?
How so?
Yeah.
If you know a creature is about to kill your ally, and it's your turn next, and you know you can't kill the creature, suck it into the vessel with you.
Well, then basically you're just a sitting duck at that point, because the vessel itself is not immune to bludgeoning damage or anything like that.
Not.
And it doesn't have a tremendous amount of hit points.
No, but you could willingly eject the creature on the other side of the vessel, away from the party member that was going to be attacked.
Oh. So this doesn't need to be a willing creature. This can be any creature.
Oh, fuck no, it's willing.
Okay, it's about to say, because usually if there's no save, it's got to be a willing creature.
Although that would have been really cool.
But in the same turn, you know, you could Is there a range on it?
You have to have it on your person.
No, but is there a range for the creatures that you can pull into it with you?
30 feet of you.
All right, I can see. I'm trying to think if there's a way. That would be difficult. Because you're talking to use a hit die. Pardon me. To use a hit die, it would have to be 10 minutes. So yeah, you're not going to be able to get away from somebody for 10 minutes. Because I was about to say, if that person's about to die, you can just suck. Well, you know what? Depends on what the party is, too. You know what I mean? You have a 5-person party. You know, that one person's low on health. Suck them into the bottle with you. They still have 3 other people to contend with.
Exactly.
You know, so are they really going to beat up on a bottle that's not going to do them any harm whatsoever? Or,
especially if it's just a little signet ring.
Exactly. You know, are they really going to try to beat that up? Or are they going to deal with the other 3 party members who are, theoretically speaking, you know, fine or can heal themselves?
Right.
You know, I'm thinking you have the poor, you know, sorcerer or the wizard that just kind of got into the wrong area at the wrong time and that type of stuff, you know. So to protect them, you can, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I could see how that'd be useful.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, you finish the bad guy off and everybody wants to heal and you're not really too sure on, you know, is it safe? Well, okay, guys, let's take 10 minutes. Let's heal up, get our spell slots back. Or, you know, wizards, you can, you know, get back a couple spell slots. You know, druids, you're going to get your wild shape back. And I'm going to regain all of my, you know, normal spell slots.
Right.
And then once you have the 10 minutes, you know, you can track to a place that's safer or go into another combat. And then after that, you get to a safe place and then you take your hour-long rest.
Right. And what's cool is once you're inside this vessel, you know what's going on all around you. Like,
right.
You can feel danger approaching.
Well, that's
You'll
cool.
know if something's up. Yeah. Okay, 14th level, we have Limited Wish. At 14th level, you can entreat your patron to grant you a small wish. As an action, you can speak your desire to your genie's vessel, requesting the effect of one spell that is 6th level or lower and has a casting time of 1 action. This spell can be from any class's spell list, and you don't need to meet the requirements in that spell, including material components. The spell simply takes effect as part of this action. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish 1d4 long rests.
Okay, I mean, it's not entirely overpowered because you're limited to 6th level. Plus having to wait 1d4 worth of long rests. You know, that's one that could either be really good or really bad. But depending upon what you're using it on, because some of the 6th level spells are no joke.
Heal, for instance.
Yeah. Now, question: could you upcast a 1st level spell?
It doesn't say that you can, so I'm gonna err on the side of yes, you can.
Because you have spells like sleep that when they're casted, like, you know, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th level, you know, you could put down some pretty big creatures.
Oh yeah, you can.
Or if you're fighting multiple, you know, kobolds or I mean, 14th level, you're not going to be fighting a cave full of kobolds, hopefully. Although that would be fun.
That would be... Well, yeah, because they're skirmish, hit-and-run trap fighters. You guys would be taking, like, 2 points of damage, but you'd be taking it every round while you tried to find them.
Right. And then once you actually get there, I mean, they're just going to be piling on top of you. Yeah. And sometimes you just need an encounter where you absolutely wipe the floor with something. Even when you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Bridges don't exist in your worlds anymore, do they? Everything's landmass.
Everything is landmass. There are no crevasses. There are no ridges. There are no canyons.
At least once we get to, like Bigsby Hand and things of that nature. Oh, that's what, 2 or 3 times we've done that to you now.
Yeah, it's 3. You've done it 3 times.
Yeah, I remember the creatures on the bridge in hell. The Yeti. I forget what the third one is, but just basically... Well, the
it was a giant throwing a body off of a ship, so it slams into the ship over and over and over again.
Oh, yes. That was Little Pooper. And his Path of the Giant Barbarian. That it was absolutely hysterical that he couldn't throw them far enough to actually break out of the gravity well of the ship. So, yeah, they would come careening into the side of the ship, dealing an extra, like, 1 or 2 d6 worth of damage. But they couldn't beat his grapple. So as soon as they climbed back up on deck, which took their entire movement, he would just grab them and throw them back off the ship. And there wasn't a damn thing they could do with it.
Mm-mm.
And the best part, it was a bonus action. It's like... Nice balancing there, wizard.
That was so messed up.
Like, in reality, that should totally be an action. I agree. To label that as a not a reaction, to label that as a bonus action to throw a creature, definitely should have been a full action.
It's insane.
Well, I guess technically speaking, you could say the grapple itself. Well, no, even it said, yeah, to grapple and throw was a bonus action.
Yep.
So we'd have to, if we decided to do that again, we'd have to rewrite that. There's no way that should be a bonus action. It's just way too strong. And,
yeah, like silvery barbs being first level.
Yeah, but you're, well... Yeah. I mean, you can always upcast using a higher spell level. And it doesn't necessarily do any more harm or give any more disadvantage. But if you're at a first level spell slot, you can always use a second or third level.
Yep.
So you are theoretically stuck at, like, 2. But there are times where I have used higher spell slots. Alrighty. So that was 14th level. And anything else on the Djinn Patron?
Limited Wish is their last ability.
That's kind of nice. And that's what, per long rest? Or, well, that's per D4 long rest.
Correct.
Yeah, that's not bad. Alrighty. Well, I thought about this a little bit. Originally, I was going to do the Hexblade. Mainly because I played one before. I like it. I'm familiar with it. But one of the things I like about this series, and we've said it before, is learning about some of the subclasses we didn't necessarily pay attention to before. And there's one here that's in Tasha's, the same book that Hexblade is in, and that's the Celestial. Sorry, I need to get some light here so I can actually see. I read this off my phone last week, and now I actually have the book in front of me. Your patron is a powerful being of upper planes. You have bound yourself to an ancient solar Chiron, unicorn, or other entity that resides in the planes of everlasting bliss. Your pact with that being allows you to experience the barest touch of the holy light that influences the multiverse. Illuminates the multiverse. Be connected to such power can cause changes in your behavior and beliefs. You might find yourself driven to annihilate the undead, to defeat fiends, and to protect the innocent. At times, your heart may also be filled with longing for the celestial realm of your patron, and a desire to wander that paradise for the rest of your days. But you know that your mission is among mortals for now, and your pact binds you to bring light to the dark places of the world.
That's pretty cool.
So you do get a couple spells with this. At first level, you get the bonus cantrip Healing Light. You get bonus cantrips, lets you choose from an expanded list of spells when you weren't... Okay, so you get Cure Wounds and Guiding Bolt at first level. At second level, you get Flaming Sphere and Lesser Restoration. Third level, you get Daylight and Revivify. Fourth level, you get Guardian of Faith and Wall of Fire. Fifth level, Flame Strike and Greater Restoration. So definitely some good spells there. I mean, Guardian of Faith is awesome for healing. Revivify is always very handy, especially if you don't have a cleric in the group. Cure Wounds is always good for somebody to have, and Guiding Bolt is a terrific spell. I have a much greater appreciation for Guiding Bolt now than I did before. Giving the next person to roll an attack roll on that creature, advantage on that roll is huge. So you get, at first level, you get Light and Sacred Flame as bonus cantrips. So they do count as Warlock cantrips, and they don't count against the number of cantrips that you know. At first level, you also gain the ability to channel celestial energy to heal wounds. You have a pool of d6s that you can spend 1 to fuel this healing. The number of dice of pool equals 1 plus your Warlock level. As a bonus action, you can heal 1 creature you can see within 60 feet of you. Spending dice from the pool, the maximum number of dice you can spend at once equals your Charisma modifier, a minimum of 1 dice. Roll the dice you spend, add them together, and restore a number of hit points equal to the total. Your pool regains all expended dice when you finish a long rest. So this is cool. This is like the lay on hands that paladins get, but you can do it from 60 feet.
This is the best healing ability in the game. I just realized it. This might be the best healing ability in the game.
I mean, they're...
Well, think about it. The purpose of healing in D&D isn't to keep someone sustained with health.
No.
It's to bring someone back from death.
Right. To get them back up on their feet. Yeah.
Right. Well, it's a bonus action, so the character, the Warlock, could be Eldritch Blasting every turn and also bringing someone back up every turn.
Mm-hmm.
That's insanely powerful.
And it's 1 plus your Warlock level as far as how many d6s you get.
I know, it's insanely powerful because you only have to spend 1d6 to get somebody up on their feet.
Right, and it doesn't matter if you roll a 1 or you roll a 6. They're just as effective.
They're still up.
So, Radiant Soul is your 6th level ability.
Wow.
Starting at 6th level, your link to the Celestial allows you to serve as a conduit for radiant energy. You have resistance to radiant damage, and when you cast a spell that deals radiant or fire damage, you can add your charisma modifier to one radiant or fire damage roll of that spell against one of its targets. Remember, you're getting Guiding Bolt, which is a radiant spell, Wall of Fire at 4th level, which is a fire spell, Flame Strike, which is a fire spell, and you're able to add your charisma modifier now to the damage. And that's at 6th level. So, yeah, I mean, you got... Well, yeah, because, yeah, you're... Yeah, that's crazy. Alright, at 10th level, Celestial Resilience. Starting at 10th level, you gain temporary hit points whenever you finish a short or long rest. These temporary hit points equal your Warlock level plus your Charisma modifier. Additionally, choose up to 5 creatures you can see at the end of the rest. Those creatures each gain temporary hit points equal to half your Warlock level plus your Charisma modifier. That's crazy.
I'm telling you, this subclass is the best healer in the game.
This is crazy. You're basically, after a short or long rest, you're giving everybody 10 hit points off the bat.
Yep.
And yeah, it looks like it just basically lasts until next time you take a rest.
Yep.
Or obviously those hit points are gone in combat or something.
Yeah.
That's nuts. All right. So 14th level, you get Searing Vengeance. Start at 14th level, the radiant energy you channel allows you to resist death. When you have to make a death saving throw at the start of your turn, you can instead spring back to your feet with a burst of radiant energy. You regain hit points equal to half your hit point maximum, and then you stand up if you choose. Each creature of your choice that is within 30 feet of you takes radiant damage equal to 2d8 plus your charisma modifier, and is blinded until the end of your current turn. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. At the start of your turn. Wow, okay. That is crazy. That is absolutely nuts.
This class might be broken.
Well, I mean, it's not a lot of damage. It's 2d8 plus your charisma modifier. So you're looking at maximum 21 hit points.
Yeah, but I'm not even looking at the damage output of this class. I don't think that's what it's designed for.
Well, I mean, the healing ability is is top notch. You're absolutely right. If you want to keep somebody on their feet, this is the way to go. That is absolutely crazy. And the fact that it doesn't cost a spell slot, it doesn't cost you anything other than a couple of, dice, which now you do get back at a long rest. It's not a short rest. So
right.
It is a little balanced. However, again, it really depends upon the campaign you're playing. But like you look at the current campaign we're playing, we're level 7. That's 8 times you can bring somebody back up onto their feet. That's 8 times Little Pooper did something stupid and got himself thrown against a wall and slumped down into a heap. Oh, man.
I mean, if you get killed and you're in this class, you don't even lose your healer because you come back with half your health. You give yourself a shit ton of temporary hit points, like you're the everlasting healer.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty cool class.
Yeah, this is nice. I mean, you're not going to be able to get back up until level 14.
Right.
But then again, this isn't... If I was playing one of these, this would not be a frontline combat. He would be in the back. He again, and I like playing the buffer. I like playing the guy who buffs and debuffs. Oh, the fighter fell. Here you go, bud. You're back up on your feet. This person needs a little extra health. Okay, here you go. And then, yeah, if I do fall and we're 14th level, boom, I'm back up on my feet. The guy who just downed me is now blinded. Disadvantage on those dexterity saves. Disadvantage on attacks. Attacks versus it, get advantage. I mean, blindness can be devastating. Either way you look at it. No, I like this. This was a... Tasha's. Love this book. Or no, this is actually out of Xanthar's. I'm sorry. Holy crap, I got it wrong. This is out of Xanthar's Guide to Everything.
Yes, check that out.
Yeah, which is a book that we don't usually talk about too much. This was one of the first expansion books that I actually bought.
Me too, actually.
But Xanthar's has my favorite cleric subclass, Path of the Grave, and not Path of the Grave. Yeah, Path of the Grave and the Forged cleric. Both of those are terrific subclasses for cleric. This book is not sponsored, by the way. But yeah, they got Hexblade in here, which is absolutely great. Hey, little pooper. Here's something to look at to play. Instead of your Battlemaster Fighter, check out the Celestial Warlock. I know you already made your Battlemaster. So, wow, it is. We still have what, 40 minutes left.
I know. We're just zipping through these way too quick.
Yeah, it just took a little time to get into whatchamacallit, a rhythm here. So we talked about a couple subclasses. Those you're normally getting at level 1. Then you have to kind of supplement the subclasses, the pack boons. So I know we kind of mentioned it, but I don't think we really kind of went through any of them, did we?
Pack boons?
Yeah.
No, we went through those because we had the Pact of the Blade.
Okay.
The Pact of the Chain. We talked about the Find Familiar spell.
Oh, that's right. Okay, Pact of the Tome, all that type of stuff. All right.
Right.
Yeah,
we did touch on all those.
Okay. Well, then we could talk about evocations.
That's a good idea.
Invocations. There's a lot to choose. There's a lot in the player's handbook. There's a lot in Xanthar's. There's a lot in Tasha's. So, yeah, let's tell you what. Why don't I'll take the first page if you want to take the second.
Let me go grab my book. I've been looking online here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries.
Can I put you down for a minute?
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and talk. I'll start at Agonizing Blast and go to Eldritch Sight, which is the first page there. So,
right.
Alrighty. So, an Eldritch Invocation has prerequisites. Okay, you've got to meet them to learn them. You have to be able to learn the evocation. and you have to be of the level and all that kind of stuff. So, Agonizing Blast. This is great. The prerequisite is Eldritch Blast as your cantrip. When you cast Eldritch Blast, you add your Charisma modifier to the damage it deals on a hit. So if you have an 18, you get a +4 to your damage roll. If you have a 20, it's a +5. And you're adding that to your Eldritch Blast damage. And you're adding that with each bolt. So as your Eldritch Blast increases, just like most of your other cantrips, as you level up your character, you'll get more bolts. So Eldritch Blast. A, B, C, D, E. Entangle, expression, nope. Eldritch Blast, okay. So, at 5th, when you reach higher levels, 2 beams at 5th level, 3 beams at 11th, and 4 beams at 17th level. Now, for each one of those, you're going to be rolling an individual D20 to hit. Each one of them counts as an individual attack. However, one casting as an action will get you 1 through 4 bolts, depending upon your level. And to each one of those, with Agonizing Blast, you can deal an additional amount of damage equal to your Charisma modifier. So if you're doing a high damage character, that's definitely something to look into. The other one we have here, the next one on the list here, is Armor of Shadows. You can cast Mage Armor on yourself at will without expending a spell slot or material components. So if you wanted that extra boost in armor, it gives you... Now, Mage Armor can only be used if you're not already wearing armor. And with Warlocks, they do get proficiency in... I believe it's light armor.
Light armor.
Yeah, it's light armor. So, unless you're playing somebody who has a zero modifier in dexterity, which I don't know why you would, but to each their own. I don't know. It doesn't really seem like it's worth it to me when you have much better things. Ascendant Step does have a prerequisite of being level 9. You can cast Levitate on yourself at will without expending a spell slot or material components. So I could see this being handy if you wanted to sneak across some snow or dirt or mud or something where you don't want to leave footprints. That would be very handy to have. If you did a rogue with a few levels of Warlock, or you did a Warlock with a few levels of Rogue, and you wanted to be super, super sneaky, that's actually not a bad evocation. Another one that's really nice, again, dependent upon your campaign, is Beast Speech. You can cast Speak with Animals without expending a spell slot. Beguiling Influence. You gain proficiency in Deception and Persuasion. So if you're building a skill-heavy Warlock, there you go. You're going to gain 2 more proficiencies. Bewitching Whispers, prerequisite is level 7. You can cast Compulsion once using a Warlock spell slot. You can't do so again until you finish a long rest. And Compulsion, tongue-tied. Let me look that spell up here real quick. I don't remember off the top of my head what it does.
You mean?
What's that?
Did you say compulsion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that does.
Oh, here we go. So it's a 4th level enchantment spell. It's 30 feet of range, 1 action to cast, concentration up to 1 minute. Creatures of your choice that you can see within range that can hear you must make a wisdom saving throw. A target automatically succeeds on its saving throw if it can't be charmed. On a failed save, a target is affected by the spell until the spell ends. You can use a bonus action on each of your turns to designate a direction that is horizontal to you. Each affected target must use as much of its movement as possible to move in that direction on its next turn. It can take its action before it moves. After moving this way, it can make another wisdom save to try to end the effect. A target isn't compelled to move into an obviously deadly hazard, such as a fire pit, but will provoke opportunity attacks to move in a designated direction. Okay. There are some really good druid spells that do not look obvious, but can be...
Actually,
what's that?
never read about compulsion.
So yeah, if they fail that wisdom save...
Yeah.
And it does invoke an attack of opportunity. That's kind of weird, because normally with spells that require movement, like if you use... well, we'll talk about it. If we'll talk about it when we come to it. But there's one you can actually physically move people away, and if you do, or there's a bunch of spells actually that if you hit a creature with the spell, it moves them X amount of feet in a single direction. And normally they do not provoke opportunity attacks. This specifically said it does provoke an opportunity attack. And that could be huge. I mean, you get somebody who's fighting the paladin or the barbarian or the fighter, and they just turn tail and leave. Ooh. Wow. I just thought of something. You use that on somebody who's fighting somebody with the sentinel feet.
Oh, wow.
If they keep failing that wisdom save,
they're just stuck.
They're stuck. They turn to run. They can't, because whoever they're fighting, whether it's the barbarian or the fighter or whoever's on the front line at that point, when you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, their speed is automatically reduced to 0. They can't get away. They can't fight because they have to use their action to move. So that's... wow. That's... and there's no prerequisite for that. You can take that at... when do you get your first invocations? That's something... at 2nd level. That's kind of crazy. Did we just discover a new broken combo? Sentinel with the compulsion invocation. Let's see here. Book of Ancient Secrets. You can now, this requires Pact of the Tome. You can now inscribe magical rituals into your Book of Shadows. Choose 2 first-level spells that have the ritual tag for any class spell list. The 2 needn't be from the same list. The spell appears in your book and do not count against the number of spells you know. With your Book of Shadows in hand, you can cast the chosen spells as rituals. You can't cast the spells except as rituals. unless you've learned them from some other means. You can also cast Warlock spells that you know as a ritual, as if it has the ritual tag. On your adventures, you can add other ritual spells to your Book of Shadows. When you find such a spell, you can add it to the Book of Spells levels equal to or less than half your Warlock spell rounded up, or Warlock level rounded up, and you can spare the time to transcribe the spell. For each level of the spell, the transcription process takes 2 hours and costs 50 gold for the rare inks needed to inscribe it. Okay, so you can pick... You can pick 2 first-level spells from any class.
Ritual.
It doesn't need to be a ritual spell, but you cast them as if it's a ritual spell. If you're holding your Book of Shadows. I can definitely see some benefit in that. I mean, you're not really going to be choosing combat spells because generally, what is it, rituals, 10 minutes plus the normal casting time? Is that how that generally works? Mr. Faust?
Can you hear me?
Barely.
No.
Yes.
Strange.
So, yeah, it's fine. With the ritual casting of a spell, it's 10 minutes plus the normal casting time, correct? Is that how that works? I forget. Oh, we can't hear you again. All right, you're cutting in and out.
Testing.
There we go. Now he's back.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Perfect. Not sure what happened there.
Oh, it's all right. Everything's been so wacky lately with internet and all that kind of stuff. So,
yes. 10 minutes plus the casting time.
Yeah, so I mean, that's... Well, you know, you get healing word or healing touch, you know, things of that nature. You're getting people back on their feet, you know. Let's see here. Next one, Chains of whatever. It's a Pact of the Chain feature. You got to be 15th level in Pact of the Chain. You can cast Hold Monster at will, targeting a celestial fiend or elemental without expanding a spell slot or material components. You must finish a long rest before you can use this invocation in the same creature again. Oh wow, so you can do this anytime you want, but if you're targeting the same creature, you have to finish a long rest. That's a little crazy. Devil's Sight. You can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120 feet. That's actually kind of handy. Dreadful Word. Prerequisite level 7. You can cast Confusion once while using a Warlock spell slot, and you can't do so again until you finish a long rest. Confusion's a great spell. Basically, you roll a, D4, D6, and they kind of wander off in that direction. If they fail, I think it's a wisdom save or something. Now, that spell does not produce an attack of opportunity. Not like Compulsion. But I think we lost you at that point. I think we did find a broken combo there, didn't we? Sentinel and Compulsion. Eldritch Sight. You can cast Detect Magic at will without expanding a spell slot. That is, that's handy. That could be really handy. Again, mostly dependent upon the campaign, but I can definitely think of a lot of uses for that.
I can too.
So, you want to take the next page there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful.
We have Eldritch Spear. The prerequisite is Eldritch Blast. When you cast Eldritch Blast, its range is 300 feet.
Add Spell Sniper to that, and now you're at 600 feet.
Exactly. And if you're 20th level, you're casting 4 bolts every round.
17th level.
I believe it's 17th, or maybe it's 20th.
No, it's 17th. 17th level, you get 4 bolts.
Okay, that's what I thought. So we have Eyes of the Runekeeper. You can read all writing.
That's huge.
It's huge.
Now, you can't write it, but you can read it. So, thieves can't. That counts as writing. You have some ancient writing over a gateway. Guess what? You can read it. So definitely some uses for that.
Next up, we have Fiendish Vigor. You can cast False Life on yourself at will as a first level spell without expending a spell slot or material components.
Oh wow, False Life. Well, that's nice.
The underrated spell. Temporary hit points are nothing to laugh at, especially early on in the game.
Right. Yeah, I mean, they're not going to do much in the later game, but, you know, we're talking something you can get it, you know, theoretically it's second level because there's no prerequisite for that, right? Oop, I think we lost you again. You're getting better.
See?
There we go. Now I can hear you.
Really not sure what's going on tonight.
That's all right.
So next up we have Gaze of the Two Minds. You can use your action to touch a willing humanoid and perceive through its senses until the end of your next turn. As long as the creature is on the same plane of existence as you, you can use your action on subsequent turns to maintain this connection. While perceiving through the other creature's senses, you benefit from any special senses possessed by that creature, and you are blinded and deafened to your own surroundings.
Okay, that was my next question. What's the downside?
Exactly.
Because normally, that's very common for those type of abilities.
Yes, it is. So next up, we have Life Drinker. Now, I just love this one. The prerequisite is 12th level and Pact of the Blade.
Okay.
When you hit a creature with your pact weapon, the creature takes extra necrotic damage equal to your charisma modifier.
Mm-hmm.
So you're adding your charisma modifier twice to each attack.
Hey, anytime you can stack that damage, do it.
Oh yeah, especially with the very rarely resisted type of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, Mask of Many Faces. You can cast Disguise Self at will without expending a spell slot.
Okay.
Master of Myriad Forms. Go ahead.
No, I was about to say I took that, and that was fun. I had a tremendous amount of fun with that.
It was you who took that. I was trying to remember.
Yeah, I took that with my Bard Warlock combo.
That's right.
And I used the hell out of it too.
Okay, so prerequisite, 15th level. You can cast Alter Self at will without expending a spell slot.
Oh, okay.
That's a pretty good one.
What's the prerequisite for that one?
It's 15th level.
Oh, okay.
But still, being able to cast that spell at will.
Right. Right. Yeah, go ahead and keep talking. I'll be back in just like 30 seconds.
9th level, Minions of Chaos. You can cast Conjure Elemental once using a Warlock spell slot. You can't do so again until you finish a long rest. And this would be really cool with the Genie subclass, because the Dao, the Jinn, the Marids, and the Ifrit are all wildly elemental creatures. So I feel like being able to conjure an elemental, even if you can only do it once or twice per day, would be a pretty substantial boon, and it would kind of add to the flavor of the class as a whole. I like this one a lot. I'm going to bring this one back up to Blast when he comes back. Next up, we have Mire the Mind. The prereq is 5th level. You can cast Slow once using a Warlock spell slot. You can't do so again until you finish a long rest. Misty Visions. You can cast Silent Image at will without expending a spell slot or material component. Silent Image is pretty cool. You essentially make a duplicate of yourself. It can't take actions, it can't do anything, it doesn't share your hit points, but it works as a really good illusory distraction.
Very much so, and I could hear you. I'm now thinking a clown car of Mephits coming out of the bottle, or whatever your whatchamacallit, whatever you chose as your vessel.
I just like the flavor of it. That could be a really cool, just... I don't know how to describe it.
Well,
the imagery just gets me.
You can summon up to... It's minor elementals, right?
Conjure elemental.
Oh, elemental. That's...
Not minor.
That's a whole nother thing. Okay.
Blast it using a Warlock spell slot, so if you take enough long rests, you could almost indefinitely have minions.
Wow. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
The next step.
Yeah, because some of those elementals. What's the? Is there a CR? Well, I guess. Yeah, there's, because it's kind of like casting minor elementals, dependent upon what. Oh, cool! We got the special handprint. It's an Obaki. Sorry, you don't get to see that very often, so I'd like to point it out when we do see it. It's a 6-fingered handprint the Obaki puts on a door.
Cool. So it's challenge rating 5 or lower.
Mm-hmm.
But you can upcast it.
Okay.
And every time you upcast it, the challenge rating goes up by 1.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So one, yeah, it's not bad.
And the other one was you can cast. What was the? There was one you can cast slow.
Yes, once using a Warlock spell slot. You have to be 5th level.
All right. -2 to AC, -2 to dexterity saving throws. I believe it's also -2 to skill checks, if I remember correctly.
I don't know. You used that spell against me on Friday, though.
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing is you have to choose between a reaction, a reaction. No, you can't use reactions, and you have to choose between a whatchamacallit, an action or a bonus action. You can't take both on the same time. If you are casting a spell that requires one action to cast, you have to roll the d20. On an 11 or higher, the spell takes an additional action to cast. So it can be a very damaging spell. It's kind of crazy, honestly.
I've really come to appreciate it. So next up we have One with Shadows. When you're in an area of dim light or darkness, you can use your action to become invisible until you move, take an action, or a reaction. So basically, if you stand perfectly still, you are invisible.
That could be useful. I can definitely see how that would come in handy.
Helping someone. Otherworldly Leap. The prerequisite is 9th level. You can cast Jump on yourself at will, without expending a spell slot.
I don't know. Maybe I just don't understand the jump, the jump dynamic in 5e. But that sounds absolutely useless to me because it just doubles your jumping range. Oh, I think we lost you. Oh, there.
Am I back?
Yep. Okay.
Damn, bad night for this.
That's okay. No worries. I mean, we got another 10 minutes or so.
Yeah. Next up, we got Repelling Blast.
Love it.
When you hit a creature with Eldritch Blast, you can push the creature up to 10 feet away from you in a straight line. You love this Eldritch invocation.
I do like it. Anytime you force movement, you're putting your opponent out of its place. Sometimes what it's going to do is going to require movement that is going to provoke an attack of opportunity. Sometimes you are moving your target off of a bridge or a cliff. You are pushing your target into a river. You're putting them into a place where they don't want to be. And it's going to require movement on their part to get back to where they are. You combine this with Eldritch Spear and the Spell Sniper feat. You have created a situation in which if you can see something far enough away, because now you're shooting 300 feet, you're shooting, say even two or even 3 bolts. 3 bolts, you're moving a target back 30 feet if you hit all 3 bolts. Now, hopefully, if they're really trying to get to you, they're dashing. So they're moving forward. If their movement speed's 30, now they're moving 60, but you're pushing them back 30. Now you're getting 4 bolts at level 17. You're now pushing them back 40 feet. Or if they're only moving 30 feet, you're pushing them back an extra 10 feet. By the time they get to you or traverse that 300 feet that you're now attacking from, they're dead because they're taking a D10. Hopefully you've taken Agonizing Blast and added your Charisma modifier to that, that Eldritch Blast. But you know what? Actually, no, you can't do that because you can only use one invocation. No, that's meta magic. I'm sorry, never mind. You can stack invocations. I'm thinking of meta magic where you have to pick one or the other. You can't use all at the same time. So you can use all of these that stack onto your Eldritch Blast at the same time. You don't have to pick and choose like you do with a sorcerer. And that's strong. That's huge. So yeah, you can create a situation where the creature cannot get to you. You get a slower moving object and you just push it back. Yeah. If they have movement speed of 20 feet or less, unless they're using the dash action, they can't get to you. Now, this also goes really well with another invocation that is in, I'm not sure if it's Xanthar's. I think it might be. It might also be in Tasha's, but Grasps of Hadar. It's kind of the opposite. You're pulling a creature 10 feet. And I know we've used this in the past to, I think you had, archers or somebody on a cliff face. They were firing down at us and we're like, how high are they? Oh, they're like, 60 or 100 feet away. Well, how high is the ravine? A couple 100 feet. Okay, well, I'm just going to hit him with an Eldritch Blast, pull him off the cliff, and that's the end of him. So there's situations where if forcefully causing your target to move can be very well advantageous. Now, the other thing, on the other hand, you can also use this against the party. There may come a time where you need to move somebody out of the way, and the only thing you can do is use Repelling Blast or Grasp of Hadar. Now, they are going to take that D10, but theoretically speaking, you can hit them with only one bolt and then fire the other 2 into the ground or however more you have left. Nothing says you have to target the same creature with all 3 if you're not going to use all 3. Or 4, or 1, or 2, or whatever. So, this can be, oh, why'd you hit me with that? Well, you were about to get crushed by a boulder if I didn't move you out of the way. Yeah. Whether they, are prone and going to need their movement speed to get back up onto their feet, or like Grasp of Hadar, somebody's climbing a cliff face. They've only got like 5 feet or 10 feet left to go. Well, I can pull them up off the cliff. So little things, like little, I'm always trying to find odd little ways to use these cantrips.
Because nobody else puts all that thought into it, and you get creative with it, and I like rewarding that.
Well, sometimes I have a very laborious job where I have nothing to do but stop and think about stupid broken D&D combos.
Sounds about right.
But yeah, no, Repelling Blast is a classic. It is absolutely great. Highly recommended. Alrighty, so
Flesh. The prereq is level 7, and you can cast Polymorph once using a Warlock spell slot. And you can't do
Ooh.
so again until you finish a long rest. This one is cool.
I like that. That can come in handy as well. Now, the problem is it's a save or suck spell. So if they make the save, nothing happens, which, you know, you're wasting a spell slot, but, you know, I forget what that save is. Is that a wisdom save?
You guys really use this on me a lot in Spelljammer.
And you always had a knack for rolling a 1 at the worst time.
That spell.
Yeah. All right, we got 5 minutes left, so just keeping an eye on the clock here. 4 minutes now.
I'm trying to look for a couple that we can get through real quick that are cool. Like Thirsting Blade, which is a Pact of the Blade feature ability.
Mm-hmm.
At 5th level, you can attack with your packed weapon twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action.
There you go. Getting another attack.
Yep.
I like Whispers of the Grave. It's a 9th. It requires you to be 9th level, but you can cast Speak with Dead at will. That's when used correctly, that could be very powerful.
Okay, well, it's 8:27, so I should probably hop off here. Just to give myself a minute before I call the kids.
Yeah, no worries, man. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Everybody, that, you know, Mr. Faust and our Tuesday night Talking D&D. So next week is Wizards. Awesome. That's the one I've been looking forward to.
About that one. Me too.
So,
yeah,
all right. Well, hey,
one.
You have a wonderful evening, Mr. Faust. I will see you Friday.
Yes, you will.
Our weekly D&D campaign. Stay tuned to the channel. We're going to continue with a little bit of Phasmo, maybe go over to some Rainbow. I know Mr. Faust and I have been talking about doing a weekly or possibly bi-weekly D&D campaign on the channel while using like Roll20 or through the Discord, or we got to figure out how we're going to do that. And as soon as we get that type of stuff figured out, we'll have details. So I know some of you have expressed interest in playing. I don't blame you. We always have a ton of fun. And we really do want to share that with everybody who wants to partake with us. So, all right. Well, let's get into, let's see. We've already done all the small maps, including Camp Woodwind. Let's see here. The weekly challenge is Sunny Meadows. Oh, we actually qualify for the bronze. I think it's the bronze skull with this challenge rating, is it? Sanity Pill Restoration 20. Hold on. Whoops, that's not what we wanted. Yes, it was. Huh, I thought that would have given us a bigger boost than that. 0.03 boost and starting by dropping that. Let's see here. Frequency high, changing favorite room. Yeah, even that's only 0.1%. Friendly ghost, yay! Immediately drops to 0. Oh wow, that gives us almost half a point. I don't know. Having 1 second just kind of make things better, I think. Flashlights off. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? So, well, I tell you what. I think I'm going to jump over to some Rainbow. You want to join me on Rainbow, little pooper? Does that sound like fun? I know Cobra's watching. Jealous of him right now. He's upgrading his computer. He had a rather unfortunate accident with his computer earlier in the week, and he went out and decided to buy himself a new computer case and graphics card, and when he got a nice 4080 Super. I'm super jealous, but no, that's awesome. So let's do that. We'll jump over to some Rainbow for the next half hour. But yeah, Warlocks are a lot of fun. It's a great class. There's a lot of subclasses we didn't go over, mainly because of time. The invocations are great, and every book that comes out has just more and more. The wiki is a very good place for information. Always highly recommend it, because they're going to have all of the unearthed arcana and things of that nature that you don't normally get in the written books. What is going on here? Okay, sounds like Rainbow is open. Switching over there. Sorry for the black screen. Oh, because I have a black screen on Rainbow for some reason. There we go. Now we're fixed. Ooh, new challenges available. That's fun. Alright, let me close out of Phasmo here real quick.
Welcome back. I prepared some jobs for you.
You prepared some jobs for me? Well, I'm switching to Rainbow, so thank you, announcer. Oh, no, we don't want to... we don't want to play containment. Not yet. I got to change this back to... border... yeah.
Hello.
Hey, little pooper, what's going on?
Nothing.
So... we are... why am I... that's weird.
What's up?
Why was that set for 60 hertz for the refresh? That's not good. Okay. We don't want to limit our frames. Did Did they change? Oh, they did. They very much did.
Robin.
Oh, nothing. They changed all my settings here.
You changed everybody's?
I don't know, but they everything was maxed out, and I don't want to play on that because obviously we get much better frames when we don't have as much going on. Okay, we changed our mouse over. Are you in yet?
I'm in. Let me check my graphics. They're the same.
So last chance for the containment packs. Man, they are expensive. 90,000 renown for 8 packs. Holy smokes.
You should save one just to save one for like all seasons.
Nah, I'm not spending the renown on this. I mean, they're not terrible skins. You know, if I was guaranteed like a headset or a uniform or even like some of the gun skins, but like there's just too much junk. You know, I mean, the drone skin's not bad. I like that. But like the background cards, I don't want the charms. You know, I wouldn't mind the Mozzie skin. I'd run that in a heartbeat. That's kind of fun.
What?
The Mozzie containment skin with the pink mohawk headgear.
Can you just me invite
Sure.
right now?
I'm doing it. Give me a second.
Faster.
Oh, faster. Faster. Do I need to body you again in one-on-one?
No, I'm not body
Okay.
you.
You're gonna body me now. We're not playing one-on-one. All right, let's do a little quick play. What do you say?
Oh, is Cooper getting on?
No, he's rebuilding his computer.
Mm.
He upgraded to that 4080 Ti and
Not better than your graphics card?
yeah, it is. He got the 4080 Super. And I think he's getting a new power supply as well.
Mm.
The one that actually has the one for the 40 series cards that actually talks to the graphics card. But we'll see. I mean, I don't know what the expense of those things are. That can get pretty pricey pretty quick. Of course, you're picking Chunky. The Chunky
No,
Monkey.
I'm picking Lion.
You're picking Lion? Playing Lion? You're lying to me, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Do. Uh-oh, don't have... That's no joke.
What? What's no joke?
Be ready to engage
The-
on 4.
I guess the price of those,
Throwing F-Dot! Throwing a dreadnought.
price of those power supplies, some of those can be pretty pricey.
Down to 10 seconds.
Remember to drop kick it when you go into your house.
5 seconds and counting. Op 4 has located a bomb.
I know that'll probably get shot out immediately, but... What the heck is going on out there?
Both like killing each other.
Okay, I got this window if they come through. Oh, I guess I better get down there.
Are they recruit rushing?
One friendly
Yep.
remaining.
Damn. LNG recruit.
Op 4 has placed a diffuser near a bomb. Destroy it. Mission successful.
Okay. What happened there?
How does that happen?
Oh,
They shoot the.
they
They
put
shot
it on the hatch.
diffuser?
They put it on the hatch and then...
Okay. I'll take the.
Yeah, I'll take the free win. Cancel office meeting room. Oh, what the heck? We'll go Frost again. Oh, okay.
So if you shoot the fuse, does it throw lower?
If you shoot... No. They put it on the hatch and drop it down the hatch.
Oh.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
they
Deploying welcome mat.
Down to 10 seconds. 5 seconds and counting. Op 4 has located a bomb.
Setting up.
Huh.
Throwing a dread mine.
Got one. Sounds like coming up yellow.
Oh, shoot again.
One Op
Up,
4
diffuser
remaining.
outside bathroom window.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Yay. The win.
Got ya. Thought you were slick, huh?
We're about to win this because all he does is recruit rush.
Full blatant. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, so the amount of noise that you made.
What happened?
Nothing. He's just being a little baby.
Who is?
Somebody on the other team. They called me full blatant cheating.
Oh, I didn't.
They're probably gonna go recruit.
Can you message people through the other team?
Yeah, you don't see the chat in the lower right hand side?
No.
Oh, it's turned off by default, that's why.
Mm.
Come on, let's load. Welcome to Rainbow Six Loading. This is a trial period of our new game. If you enjoyed the first game, you'll definitely enjoy Rainbow Six Siege Loading. We give you such wonderful colors like aqua, fuchsia, purple, And everyone's
Cyan.
favorite, blue.
It's most cyan.
If you're really lucky, we will give you teal. Hurry now, collect all the colors, and you too can be a Rainbow Six Siege champion. Alright, who's the... Oh. 117 ping, 123. Alright, so either the server's going to kick him or we're going to... Come on.
This my FPS is good.
Yeah. Hey, your computer's no slouch, man. Although I am interested to see, like, with Cobra's new rig, what what his frames are going to be.
I'm getting like 1,300 FPS in the new Rainbow Six game.
Come on. Yeah, what are we getting here? Who's got the McDonald's parking lot Wi-Fi?
You do. Nah, the dog just tripped with the internet cable.
I just wrote back, my TI-86 needs new AA's.
The dog just tripped with the internet cable. All that happened.
Friendly drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing its location.
Oh, it wasn't the guy I thought it was going to be.
Did I tell you who got the McDonald's Wi-Fi?
Wow, that's the one that was kicked. Well, he was either kicked by the server or...
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go.
Oh, they're upstairs. Okay.
You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
See if we can still... Destroying their infrastructure. Oh my.
Op 4 last operator standing. Op 4 eliminated.
Okay.
I'll take the feeling.
Well.
We killed themselves.
GG. Good game, question mark? Excuse me.
What?
Excuse me, but I was MVP. Why do I keep getting cheated out of my MVP?
You are MVP.
No, I wasn't. Ayana was. Yo, Typort. Oh man, I haven't seen you in forever. How are you, man? So how do you guys been liking the new Rainbow Six Siege videos? I had a lot of matches where I couldn't really use because either I only got like 1 or 2 kills and we got bodied, or you know, just I was teamed up with just terrible. Nah, that's fine, man. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, you know? You got yourself and maybe a family to support. I get it, dude. Times are tough right now. Let's see here. Who are we going to run? Cav or Frost, little pooper? Who should I go?
Cav.
Cav?
I can do it now! I enabled the setting. Let's go. So good.
Okay.
I can speak to the team and see the messages.
It's just good to see you, man. You know, there's been a few of the regulars that I haven't seen in a while, and I always get worried about you
Ready to
guys.
engage Op 4.
I know that sounds kind of corny, but
Setting a razor shell.
all right, let's camp out here.
Shell
I
going
this
out.
hole.
Initiating jammer.
10 seconds
I made
left.
a hole into the wall
Okay.
Loading
of
new mag.
5 seconds.
B in the other room, and I'm peeking out of it.
Yeah.
It's really small.
Op 4 is bomb. Get ready
We're
to
gonna
engage.
pop that so we can rotate.
Jammer activated.
Razor bloom out.
Clump, 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 clump. Oh.
Falling for it. Yeah, they won't falling for it. How small is that hole?
Shh.
Very small?
Hey, I need you to be quiet.
Op 4 is defusing a bomb. You need to disable their diffuser. Friendly, last
Ah,
operator
damn it.
standing.
Oh well, I got one.
Protect the bombs. Disable the diffuser.
Nice try.
Mission failed. All friendlies were eliminated.
Oh, not with the Gone 6. Not with the Gone 6.
What's the hype about the Gone 6? It's a trash weapon. Last.
I'm sorry, what?
What's the hype about the Gone 6? It's not even good.
Well, it's great for breaking barricades and stuff. Sorry, I'm reading chat here. Oh, really? Yeah, I
Be
put
ready
out
to engage Op 4.
a couple of really good videos.
Deploying welcome mat.
Just random matches and stuff I played.
Loading new mag.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds and counting.
Laying out the welcome mat.
Bomb located by Op 4.
Setting up.
All right, we'll put one randomly there.
Fire deployed.
We'll see if that. Get him, little pooper.
Behind me? Huh?
Where were they?
Right in that room, but behind.
Oh, damn, I got sandwiched.
Traded?
These guys are going hardcore. Lion on one ping. Got planting on...
Diffuser has been successfully deployed. Diffuser located. Protect the bombs and disable the diffuser. Friendly, last operator standing.
One in that little room. Senses on ping.
All friendlies were eliminated. Mission failure.
Oh boy. It's alright. First match of the day. Gotta get warmed up. Yeah. Good job, dude. Let's see here. Dining kitchen. Do we want to go well, let's go Maverick and we'll see if they have any wall denial. If they don't have wall denial, then we'll go Thermite. We can open up the wall.
Hopefully they have stuff for me to take. I
Well,
want that
that's
stuff.
one thing you're going to have to look at, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I jumped over to
Friendly
Rainbow
drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing
once we were
its
done
location.
doing Talking D&D. But we had a couple of good hunts. Oh,
10 seconds to insertion.
Yes, that's some good stuff.
Insertion in 5
oh yeah, they do. They got Maestro cams.
seconds. You've located a bomb. Make your way to its
I
location.
get a little close to the building, throw my camera over.
Yeah, they got Maestro cams. Whoa, you're gonna have fun with those. Okay, he took out that one.
You got the one?
Cool. Got that one. No wall
Ready to
denial.
torch.
Just make someone kill each other. I literally went, how about this? And I juked them out. So hard they kill each other. One person killed one person. That's the end of the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna get that real fast.
Alright, I need to drone.
Yeah, they destroyed it finally.
So nobody's behind that window.
Torch is out.
Don't know.
Special charge. Stay clear.
Op 4 last stop standing.
Thermite, get in here, plant.
Online and active.
Oh, good job, good job.
Op 4 neutralized. Mission successful.
Did you get the last kill? Way to go, little pooper! Little Pooper on the board.
He rushed me. I was looking at my cameras. I just got out too. I like just got out my camera,
Ooh.
and he comes popping on the corner.
Yeah, next week we're talking D&D. We're doing wizards. I'm very much looking forward to that. That is going to be an incredible amount of fun.
I thought you hated wizards. Just kidding.
Friendly drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforced.
Not
this
hate
location.
wizards. Necromancers are probably one of the best.
I should have got that one kill. I juked him out so bad. The one person shot the teammate in the back of the head.
Nice. They have a Kavera.
10 seconds.
I'm actually going to go
mute, so-
Glaz.
Insertion in 5 seconds. Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
Thank you. You guys actually are taking out stationaries. Oh my god. It is amazing to have teammates that know what they're doing.
What?
Changing magazine.
Doc is literally right beside the room.
What?
Doc is like right outside the wall of the room.
Just saw somebody. Please come back around.
Put that post in the head.
Come on. Come on, peek it. Come on, peek it. Gotcha!
Loading dart.
Meister on green stairs.
Must recover the diffuser. Down to 1 friendly. 4 last operator standing.
No useful cams.
We have been eliminated.
They were sneaky deaky. Oh, they were so sneaky deaky. Yeah, you too, man. Okay. Wow. Fighter, Wizard, Enchanter, go in and pick up Eldritch Knight. Wow, focuses on support. And, yeah, I love... I've really grown to love playing support. Casting haste on like the big fighters, you know, that type of stuff is a lot of fun for me. Alright, you're coming with me, little pooper. New challenges. What are the new challenges?
Yeah, Dad.
Breakthrough, destroy 10 hatches and barricades. Okay. Suppress a fire, eliminate 5 opponents with LMGs. Oh. And feel the burn. Burn 2 opponents with Capital, Goyo, or Tachanka. Okay, I think we can do that.
You're not getting the Trunker though.
I know. It's okay. I can play Goyo or Capital or somebody. Would explain why everybody's using LMGs all of a sudden. Oh, Vortex Warp. I forgot about that one. Lightning Bolt's always good. I always prefer Chain Lightning at the higher level, though. Yeah, we found a really broken combo tonight with the Eldritch Invocations and the I believe it's the Sentry Feat. We're attacking their laundry piano.
Play recruit, play recruit.
I'm gonna go camping. And I'm gonna go Thermite. Well, you know what? Actually, let's try Maverick. We've been having some luck with him lately. Yeah, Haste is a great spell. Hypnotic Pattern I haven't really used.
Friendly drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing its location.
It's definitely something I need to look into. Oh, they have a kitty cav.
Seconds before insertion. 5 seconds to insertion.
And a Thorny Thorn.
Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
Changing mags!
Nobody taking out stationaries anymore? Like, why am I the only person doing this? We're gonna get the jump out at Bull.
Why is it like 50,000 on my phone?
Enemies button. First floor.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yep.
There's one in bathroom. Was one in bathroom.
Use globes.
Guess we're going to eventually jump in, right?
Like my friend would say, time to make a new door.
Ah!
Down to
Motel
one
hallway upstairs, Thorn.
friendly. All friendlies have
Wow.
been eliminated.
One with Pigeon.
That's alright. We'll get him on defense. Not a big deal. Fuel pumps.
Why is there a fire next to my name?
Hmm?
Why is there a fire next to my name?
Oh, because you got,
Friendly drone deployed. Op 4
You
is
got,
reinforcing its location.
congratulations, basically. Somebody... Yeah. You know what? I'm switching to Brava. They have Thorn devices. I
10
don't want them.
seconds to insertion.
They're mine.
No, don't mind. I'm gonna go downstairs and
seconds to
unplug your computer. You don't switch now.
You've located a bomb.
What?
Make
You're
your way
stealing
to
my
its
computer.
location and defuse it.
No, I'm unplug your computer
Unplug my computer.
Reloading!
so we can kick you out of the game.
Let's deployed.
Don't you dare do that.
Why not?
Cover your device.
I got the Thorn device above that door. Thorn is up above in garage, top level.
A team gadget?
Yeah. You
Oh,
destroyed...
I'm playing Fuse. I'm destroying shit.
Right.
I don't know what I'm kidding.
Flood out.
So, up you with me.
Ooh, they have Capkin traps. Forget that. I want Capkin traps.
Rush. Yeah, rushing doesn't do any good.
I knew I heard somebody over here. How?
Friendly.
How? Oh, that stinks.
15 seconds remaining. We have been eliminated.
Oh, wow, they're out for a full minute. If they don't make the save. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely have to look into that spell. Green and red bedroom. What do we want to do here? Thinking Frost. You didn't...
Be ready to engage, Op 4.
Ambush set.
Setting up.
Stay clear.
EDD prime! Stand clear! Device prime! Keep an eye on door! Device prime. Keep an eye on door. EDD prime. Stand clear.
10 seconds left.
Loading new magazine.
5 seconds left.
Barrier placed. We're covered.
Bomb located by Op 4.
Setting the welcome mat. Deploying welcome mat.
C4 ready!
Pretty.
Making cocktail.
I got the fuser down here in dorms. I got the fuser in dorms. Let's move upstairs.
Piano
Damn.
room.
Piano room. They're getting diffuser. Thanks for the help, guys. Appreciate it.
One friendly operator remaining. Op 4, last operator
Glass
standing.
is low. He's in. Or coming downstairs. He's on 2.
Let him walk in the door. I have 5 captures.
Watch the rotate. Watch the door at the rotate.
15 seconds left.
Behind you. On the door.
Time
On the
expires
door.
in 10 seconds. Op 4 eliminated. Mission
This guy's just
successful.
fucking lost. How's he have 4 kills? CB! Oh my god, man. Hey, how are ya? I changed my title. Yeah, sorry. I should have, yeah, said I was going to be playing some Rainbow after the Phasmo. Mechanic shop. Oh, what the heck. We're doing well with Frost. Yeah, I played, what, an hour and a half of Phasmo and
Be ready to
jumped.
engage
Oh, wow.
Op
It's
4.
been almost that long.
That's
And,
not gonna get off.
Setting up.
Down to 10 seconds.
Setting up.
Down to 5 seconds. Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Deploying welcome mat.
Keep it active. Keep it deployed. Keep us sitting pretty.
that was gorgeous. What?
Thanks, Doc.
One Op 4 remaining.
Can you stand? Or should I carry you?
We're at.
No idea.
He's in that room, Frost.
Which room?
The one you were just looking at. He's over there.
One friendly operator remaining. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Thanks for the call out.
I think the
Mama-
Doc's ability could give me full health.
Yeah, he was picking us off.
He
What was
picked
that?
me up when I dropped.
Yeah. We are attacking. They are laundry piano. I think we go in hard. What do you think? Why? No.
I think we go up.
Why are you? Well, okay, you got. Why are you using EMPs
Friendly
and
drone
sledge?
deployed. Op 4 is
I don't know.
reinforcing its location.
He's got frags. Change your.
I don't know why I'm using. I
Change
don't
your
know why
loadout.
I'm using that. I did. I changed my spawn point with trio.
Ten seconds to insertion.
Why are they have two people that are completely
5 seconds
still
to
during the
insertion.
prep phase?
You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
That's not a good sign.
Swapping mags.
What?
Two people being still during prep.
With the drones?
No, not the drones. They have two
Shit.
people on their team that are completely still during the entire prep phase. Nice walls. Still failed. I'm in sight. I need coverage to plant.
You're the one who has the fusel.
I know. I need coverage.
I need someone to plant.
Op 4 last stop standing.
Or I'm just going to ace. Whatever.
Down to one friendly.
Where was he? Talk to me.
Bomb diffusion initiated. Protect the diffuser. Op 4 eliminated.
10-3. Holy smokes. Haha. And the best elite skin in the game. Yeah.
Which is on gives me MVP.
Oh, I'd be so angry. I can't give her. Oh, dude, I didn't think we were going to win that one. The way they ran in on the... Oof.
Okay, I'm gonna leave. See ya.
Alright, love you, kid. Oof. Alrighty, well, it is going on 9:30, folks. We are a little overdue of the end of the stream here, but having a ton of fun. Figured what the heck, might as well finish out the match. Let's see, we have... Oh, we're at level 100. All right, so what's the last thing we need to unlock here? It wasn't any of that. Let's zoom out and take a look here. What? Oh, okay. Confirm unlock. There we go. Awesome. So we should get our Bravo. Oh, we got our Bravo ticket. Woohoo! Oh, we got 19 Bravo packs. We have 26 Alpha packs. So I'm waiting till the end of the season to open the packs. So Little Pooper and I are going to do another pack opening reaction video. And then we're going to be using our Bravo ticket at that point. So nothing in the headgears that I'm like, ooh, I really need that, except for maybe the Buck, but I don't play Buck. That Bravo headgear's nice. I might actually, I'm hoping I get the Bravo pack. Because like even that uniform's, I like that. Cav's kind of cool. Where's the headgear for Cav? Oh, that doesn't really look that different than some of these gun skins are really nice. Obviously Black Ice, a lot of new Black Ices that we don't have. Ooh, that's beautiful. So yeah, we're going to be at the end of the season, we're going to be doing the Alpha and Bravo pack opening, and then we'll use our Bravo ticket to pick something out real nice. But I think that's going to be it for this evening. Don't forget to check out my Rainbow Six Siege videos if you've been enjoying the live stream. Been putting a little bit of work into those, you know, editing, clipping, putting some music behind them, finding some really good jams that are free to use. And I don't know, I have a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys have a lot of fun watching them. Hopefully you liked the stream. I know it was a lot of good information about the Warlock. I'm looking forward to the next week when we talk about Wizards. But hey, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing, and I need you to do 3 little things for me. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, and shout it from the rooftops. Like, comment, and subscribe to Blast 338. Have a great time, and we'll see you at the next headshot. Peace. As soon as my mouse decides to go over the end button. Alright, I'll see you guys. Peace.